Now there are three great reasons you might want to make your own mincemeat this Christmas. The first one's obvious. It's going to taste a whole lot better. The second one, well, you may just not be able to get it where you are. And the third one, the cost of mincemeat in the shops, in the supermarkets, it's absolutely scandalous for what it is. So I'm going to show you now, quickly and simply, how easy it is to make your own homemade mincemeat. Now the beauty of this mincemeat recipe is that it's simple and it's inexpensive, and I just want to show you what I'm using here. I've got a kilo of mixed fruit. Now a lot of mincemeats, they want raisins and sultanas and mixed peel, all sorts of little different ingredients, but most supermarkets do these packets of very inexpensive mixed fruit, and you'll see that when you look in there, you've got all the mixed peel, you've often got your raisins or sultanas. It's perfectly good for making mincemeat. So we have a kilo of mixed fruit, we've got 175 grams of suet. Now suet again is something that some people can't get. You can try your local butchers for that. So we're going to put 1 teaspoon of cinnamon in here, 2 teaspoons of mixed spice, and then I've got another half a teaspoon of ground fresh nutmeg. I've got 250 grams of soft brown sugar, dark or light. Then I'm going to be using 2 lemons, the zest and the juice, 2 oranges, the zest and the juice, and I'm using 3 Granny Smith apples. Now if you can get Bramley apples, if you can get cooking apples where you are, they're really great, but we're going to be using Granny Smiths for this purpose. They've got to be just finely diced up. And right at the end of the recipe, but not early on, we're going to put 4 tablespoons of brandy in there, and that really gives it that lovely Christmas feel. So first of all, I'll mix fruit into the bowl. Then in goes our suet, our brown sugar, a teaspoon of cinnamon, nice big heaped teaspoon of mixed spice. So 2 heaped teaspoons of mixed spice. Then half a teaspoon of nutmeg. I'm using fresh nutmeg, but you can use powdered nutmeg. Then in goes my zested orange, my orange zests, my lemon zests. Then the juice of my lemons and the juice of my oranges. Then I've got my 3 chopped up apples. They go in, that's the last of the ingredients. And you leave the skin on the apples, don't take them off, we want the roughage in there. Now taking a wooden spoon, we're just going to mix this all thoroughly through. So once that's thoroughly mixed, we just want to cover it over, and we're going to leave it for several hours, or as I'm going to do, overnight. Okay, so I've uncovered the mincemeat. It's been soaking overnight in its own juices, and I'm going to pop it into the oven. Now I've preheated the oven to 110 degrees Celsius, that's 225 Fahrenheit. That's a very low temperature. I'm going to turn this out into a baking tray and cover it with foil, and that's going to bake for about 2.5 hours, maybe 2 to 2.5 hours. That'll allow all the fruits to get tender and plump and give us that beautiful flavour that we get with mincemeat. So I'm just laying that out in the baking tray now, and I'm going to cover that with tin foil. So that's going to go in the oven now for 2 to 2.5 hours and allow that to sort of stew together and all the sugars and spices to develop. Okay, so my mincemeat's been in for 2.5 hours in the oven on that low temperature. I'm just going to take that off. The steam will come out, so I have to be a little careful. Now look at that. Look how those raisins and all the sultanas have puffed up. The smell coming off of that is absolutely delicious. Now I should let this cool down a little bit, and then we're going to add 4 tablespoons of brandy into this, just for that sort of Christmas flavour. Now my mincemeat has cooled down a little bit, it's still warm. I'm just going to add 4 tablespoons of brandy into this, so just pour that over the top. And then with my spoon or spatula, I'm just going to mix that in there. Believe me guys, this is a lovely smelling mincemeat here. And I can start to bottle this up into my sterilised jars now. So now I'm placing the mincemeat into the jars. I'm using sterilised spoons as well. I've just sterilised everything for safety. We just spoon that into the jar. And I've just fitted a rubber seal onto that jar. And I'm just going to pop that down, seal the lid. And there you have it. There is my first jar of mincemeat. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed making this mincemeat with me today. These are going to be used in those mince pie recipes that are on my channel, or going to be on the channel very shortly. So subscribe to me and keep an eye out. Now I've got 5 jars, mixed sizes here. I haven't got all the same size Kilner jars because you'll probably remember I made these bottled bell peppers the other week. So if you didn't see those, get over and take a look at the video. But this is synonymous of Christmas. Mincemeat, mince pies, Christmas puddings. I've also got a recipe there on the channel for Christmas pudding as well. Stay in touch. I'll see you during the festive season. Be good. Thanks for watching today, guys. It's been a lot of fun. I'm going to leave some links up here. I'll put the link there for the Christmas pudding and perhaps another video as well. Now, guys, it would be great if you could take the time to give me the thumbs up, and I'd love you to subscribe to the channel as always. And, you know, get involved and talk to me. Tell me what you think of the videos and how things are going. I always love to hear from you guys. Thanks very much. Be good. See you shortly.